Stay up late. 9, 10, have sleep out.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Today I want to talk about something. You guys see the title. Is it time to leave YouTube? Is it time to walk away? And I've been talking to quite a few YouTubers and seeing other YouTubers posting about it. And everybody in general right now is in a state of frustration with the stuff that's going on YouTube as far as the way that views are going, the way that channels are growing. Things have changed a lot on YouTube in the last couple of years. And many people are actually thinking about giving up, about just quitting it. And many of them have said, look, if there's something that comes out that is similar, I'm literally jumping on there. I'm out of here. Like, I'm literally out of YouTube. And it's not even about money anymore. So here's the deal. When I started YouTube, I didn't even know there wasn't AdSense. Like, I didn't know that they were getting paid. I didn't actually know any of that stuff, and I was too stupid to Google it. So I actually didn't know. So what I did was I was trying to figure out how to build my brand in general, to get my name out there. And it seemed like there was Instagram, there was Facebook, Snapchat I don't think was really around then. MySpace was on the outs, so it was already shitted and gone. But there's a few things out there, and I figured, well, the way to maximize it is to do all of it, right? You have to be able to do all of it, because YouTube is one type of social media, Instagram's another type, Facebook's another type, Twitter's another type. Like, it's all these different types, and to really maximize your exposure, you're gonna have to do all of these things. You know, YouTube just happened to be the one when I got into it that I was actually best at. You know, Facebook not that good at, Instagram I'm okay at, Twitter absolutely suck at, Snapchat is fucking, it just sucks for me. I don't understand it very much. But YouTube seemed to be the one because I could turn this camera on and I could fucking go. I could just be myself and go. So the idea was to create a platform for my brand. And over the years, what we saw was happening was there was like the AdSense thing where people were making good money. They were making actually like a full-time living doing YouTube. And of course, I already thought ahead and said, this is not going to last forever. We need to figure out what the fuck is next, or use YouTube not for the AdSense money, but use it to keep building your brand as an individual and keep entertaining the people that want to be entertained, people that support you, people that like you. Keep doing your thing for you and not for money or business. Like, that was the idea. And here we are now. And what was interesting was, I do not remember who it was, but they used myself, Christian Guzman, Rich Piana. These are big fucking names. Like, my channel's like literally this big. Theirs are like fucking this big, right? Matter of fact, Rich and CT Fletcher had like millions of subscribers. Like, Christian was like 800,000 or whatever it was. Anyways, and they were trying to figure out why all of our views were dropping. All of our channels just kind of froze. Like, they weren't growing anymore. They just stopped. And all of a sudden, you'd post a video, the views would drop right away. I mean, the subscribers would drop. And then they would kind of go up gradually, almost when you posted another video, it would drop again. So it seemed like it would only keep you stable. Once my wife had been unsubscribed several times from the channel, and I kept getting people emailing me saying, hey man, I thought something happened to you. Like, are you okay? Like, you know, you haven't put anything up in, 2 months or whatever. And I'm like, dude, there's like 35 videos up. What are you talking about? And they go and look and they're like, holy shit, I didn't get any alerts. I'm not even subscribed to your channel anymore. We knew something weird was going on, right? And when they overlapped the other channels, which was Piana's, Christian Guzman's, CT Fletcher's, there was another one. He basically took fitness industry people, overlapped them, and you could see that all of us, all of a sudden, had the drop in views, the drop in subscribers. Subscribers go up and down. People were being unsubscribed left and right. And then we started talking our own, saying, hey man, is this happening to you? This is happening to me. So it was obviously there was something going on, because it happened like the exact same time for all of us. And we all get, if 100,000 followers or more, you get a YouTube manager. Now, this has done really nothing for me. I'll be honest with you. I've had like 3 or 4 different managers. They come and go. So you never know who the hell your manager actually is. And when you have a question for them, they don't fucking answer it. They have like no clue. Or they can't answer it because they're not supposed to. So you bring it to them and say, here's the deal. What's going on? Like, my channel seems to have kind of frozen and the views go down. And then what we noticed was every year, during a certain time of year, the views would drop. So between the end of August and I'd say the middle of November to the middle of December, views were down drastically. Videos were only getting 2,100 views, 1,800 views, stuff like that. And then by the time I had talked to my manager about it in December, I went back and looked, and all of those videos started to go up. And I was like, wait a minute, those have been up for like 2 months. Why are they going up now? And then I was looking at my new videos are dropping. They were up to like 5,000, then 8,000. Then when January came, all of a sudden 10,000 was back again. The average was 10,000. And you could see it every year. There was drops in these things. So I don't know if it was a change in the algorithm, but you ask the YouTube manager and they say, no, we didn't do anything different. Nope, we have no clue. I told him my wife was unsubscribed 3 times. He said, oh, she must have hit the button by mistake and unsubscribed. I'm like, what the fuck? That's the dumbest shit ever. She unsubscribed 3 times from it. That doesn't make any fucking sense. When she gets up in the morning and she looks and says, oh, you didn't post a video? I'm like, what are you talking about? She looks, she's unsubscribed. She hasn't even been on YouTube. And it unsubscribes. All the other people that were unsubscribed, they have no clue. YouTube has no clue how it happened. They have no concept of what's going on. And every single person is frustrated because no matter how hard you work, like Bradley Martin's got over 1 million viewers now. He puts out a video, he can't break 500,000 on it. Like he was getting 1 million, he was getting, I mean, there were like videos like Christian Guzman, who has like 700,000 followers, was getting 700,000 views a video. Now if you can crack 300,000, it'd be fucking amazing. And all of us are kind of like, no matter what it is, because my YouTube actually told me, they said, well, it's probably your, my manager probably said, it's probably your content. You probably have changed your content. I was like, my content's the exact same fucking format. It's exactly what I was doing when the things were growing. Matter of fact, when I try to change up the content and do something different, it usually drops. It's very apparent that whoever's watching me follower-wise wants me to do the format. They're following me because of the videos that I do, not because they want to see something different. If they want to see something different, they follow someone else. Christian Guzman has like $70,000 worth of camera equipment, where his videos are basically mini movies. His YouTube videos are basically mini movies. He spends so much time and money and effort doing this, and they're not even getting a quarter of what they used to get. So you can't say it's the content, because he's improved his content, and his is still sinking. You know, you got C.T. Fletcher and Rich Biana's channel before he even passed away. His was sinking. Like, we were all talking about it. And now it's just to the point where no matter how hard you work and you try to do better, if you're going to look at this as a business, it is absolutely going to fucking fail. It is going to fail. So part of it is everybody and their brother started YouTube channels. They saw that you could make money on it. It flooded the fucking whole YouTube with all these channels that have like 500 or less followers on it, that if they got, I think it was like however many views or whatever it is on it, they would start, you know, giving them, I think it was 1,000 followers or whatever, they would start giving them AdSense. So that decreases the AdSense from other things, but didn't really explain to us why the suggested box never suggested our videos anymore. None of our videos ever get pushed anymore. They never show up anywhere except for the people that subscribe, and some of our subscribers are being unsubscribed. So now everybody sits back and goes, we've talked to the managers, we've tried to make new content, we've tried to keep up with our old content, we've tried to put out more content, we've tried to do our best, we've talked to everybody we could, it's just failing. So now, what do you do? Like, if YouTube was your business, so many people now literally are in a spot now, it's their own fault because they should have had more than one source of income or had a backup, right? Like we all should have. But now it's at the point where you cannot do this as a job. And many of the people feel like if they're going to put that much effort into it, because so many people actually put so much effort into this, that it really does impede the rest of their life. So they actually have to look at this as part of, if I'm going to put this much of my life and time and effort, I need to make this much money for it. That's only fair. If I can't do that, I'm not even going to fucking bother anymore. They look at it as a job. Me, I don't look at YouTube as a job. I don't look at it as something that I'm going to do to try to create wealth to bring myself out of a situation, right? I'm not trying to get ahead by doing YouTube. I thoroughly enjoy doing YouTube. It's the only platform that lets me just be me, do what the fuck well, they don't really let me be me, because they'll delete shit and give you a strike and ban you and do all that shit. That's happened to me in the past. But it allows me to freely get on this camera, speak the way I want to speak, do the things I want to do, talk about the topics I want to talk about, and just literally vent sometimes to the camera, which for me is super therapeutic, right? And at the same time, these videos for me, whoever's watching them, and it's not a lot of people anymore, right? Let's face facts. It's not bullshit. Compared to the 10,000 people that are watching every video, I got about, I'm trying to break 5, it's about 50% now, would be great for the average. Those 5,000 people still matter to me. They still matter enough to where I will literally put out this content that I'm enjoying making to begin with, and giving them ideas, giving them a different perspective, helping them think on their own. And then what happens is when I go to expos, or I go to the mall, I go to the grocery store, even the gym, when I run into people that watch the channel, I'm able to actually have a dialogue with new people from all over the world that normally I would have never known, I would have never talked to. You know what I mean? Like, you literally, I don't want to say make friends, but you make new friends all over the place. And they're grateful for what you've given them, the free advice, the videos, the entertainment, whatever it is. And you're grateful to them for watching. And you kind of build up this relationship. And I'm sitting there going, like, that's what it's about. Like, that's what this is about now. It's no longer about trying to build a brand. I feel like the brand is already built. It's, you know, my name in general, Jerry Ward, BioS3 Training, JFD Labs, the brands are built, and they can always increase and become bigger, right? But YouTube's not going to be the cause of that anymore. Like, YouTube is not the place to make you bigger anymore. And I think that a lot of people get into this to try to make money. And I see it because everybody and their brother on Instagram has a YouTube link like on their profile. Oh, I'm a YouTuber. I click on it and it's got like 2 videos filmed with their phone and very poorly filmed. And they were like 2 years ago they put the videos up. But they're still calling themselves a YouTuber because there was like a status if you were a YouTuber. Because people that, you know, were all over the world, when they heard that you were a YouTuber, they realized, well, they're probably making like money and they're like famous. They thought if you're on YouTube, you're making millions of dollars and you're famous. Like, that's what they think. Realistically, I got a camera, I'm filming it and I upload it. That's the end of it. Okay, that's the hoopla. It's done. That's pretty much what YouTube is. So enjoy the videos, you know, you enjoy the content. But as far as it being a status, you know, being YouTuber being a status, that's something to be like looked upon as something to be like, whoa, that person's a YouTuber. I think that day is fucking gone. I think that YouTube in general, everybody just thinks that there's tons of money being made. And don't get me wrong, there is very realistically something going on because these huge corporate companies that now have YouTube channels are the ones that show up in all the suggested boxes. And some people will say, well, Jerry, those are because of views. Well, here's the deal. We, as YouTubers, who are not those huge corporate companies, have now gone into doing search engine optimization on the files before we upload them. Go crazy with the tags. We followed all the rules as far as your description box having like a link to something would actually increase the exposure. We've done everything you can do and still can't get the channels back to where they were before. Compared to, you know, the YouTube manager saying, well, now it's different. The algorithm is like, if it's not just as long as how they watch, you know, it's now like if they watch, we then track how many videos they click on from that, how long they stay in your channel, what channels they go to from. They track all this shit. And I'm like, before you were like, here's a coconut oil video. Coconut oil is trending. We're going to put that in the suggested box. That's what the algorithm was. Now I feel like it's much more to protect those corporate people that are probably paying YouTube a lot of money to get in those suggested boxes. Like, those corporate people, they knew that TV, people are not watching TV like they used to. They're online, on their phone, on their tablet, and YouTube is the place that they go to see something they missed on TV because somebody may have posted it somewhere. So now they were like, wait a minute, we need to get on YouTube. We need to put our shows, full shows of like the Jimmy Fallon show or whatever it is, on YouTube because that's where people are going to watch it. They're not going to come to our website to watch it because they're not doing it. And our advertisers that are paying us for our TV time, the airtime, they're not getting the return because we don't have the eyes anymore. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go on YouTube and we're going to push the stuff on there and they're going to be able to see the advertisers and stuff on there. And those are where the eyes are really at now. Well, how do you do that? As a big corporate company, you take a big chunk of money, you go to YouTube and say, hey, this is what we want to do. And YouTube goes, well, fuck, we're a business. And they go, okay, cool, let's do that. But they forget that YouTube was actually built on some dude watching another dude try to get a cat out of a tree. You know what I mean? And fell out of the tree and landed on his fucking ass. Like, that was what YouTube was based on, you know? A dog, when you hold up the treat, it dances. And it's funny as shit. That, you know, stuff like that. Like the stability balls, those big workout stability balls. The person running and somebody fucking whipping the ball at him and knocking him off his feet. That's what YouTube is based on amateur footage. That's how it grew. That's how it became popular. And now it's just a source of everything. Like, there's everything on there, which is awesome. Like, I love to look up, you know, like if there's any quote from a movie, I can go on YouTube and push in that quote and it'll pull up the clip for me. Like, someone has uploaded it somewhere. Like, it's grown to that point where it's a database of so much stuff. That is awesome. However, it's no longer favorable for people like myself that, you know, said, look, I'm not going to wait around for someone to come to me and give me an opportunity. I'm going to create this thing. I'm going to get in front of people and make my own opportunities. So that is kind of gone by the wayside and it's kind of gone now. And where the future goes, I don't know. You know, I do know that competition is good. I know where there's competition, there is a place for people to flourish, to be able to compete on a little more level playing ground, which means if someone comes up with something to compete with YouTube and it literally is what YouTube used to be, you're going to see a lot of people leave and go over to that, and it will drive the traffic to that and make it very popular very quickly. And then you'll have the same type of circumstance. You'll have people on there doing their thing, like the fitness YouTubers. I mean, there's makeup tutorials, which are like, they used to be like the biggest fucking things on here. Like millions of views of a girl putting her fucking makeup on. There's like clothing reviews. There's like vacation reviews. There's vlogs. There's all this type of stuff. And we're seeing those corporate numbers go sky high. And all those amateur vlogs and makeup reviews and all that shit just fucking dropping through the floor. So it's not specific to fitness YouTube. It's not specific to certain individuals on YouTube. It is across the fucking board. And I think you've seen even the sneakerheads. I just watched Bull One RC or bullet trick. I don't know how you say it, but it's Bull1RC, talking about, like, you know, maybe it's time to walk away from YouTube and stuff. And that's, you know, straight across the board. The sneakerheads are talking about it. The people who do makeup tutorials about it. People that do, you know, just pretty much everything but those corporate structures are talking about. We're very frustrated, and we've voiced it to YouTube, and they do not want to do anything about it. They're happy with the direction that they're going in. So there's nothing for us to fight. So basically at this point, the videos that you see, they're not for money. They're not to help a brand grow. I mean, you will see advertisements for my companies and stuff on them. That is advertising to the people that follow me, that already know about the stuff to begin with. But new people that may be exposed to that, like, that is how I am trying to continuously grow my businesses, by these little 20-second ads that I put in front of something that only get 5,000 views now. Like, that's not going to drive a lot of traffic to your business. But it's mine. I built it, and that's what I do with it. So be aware, guys, when you see the videos now, these videos are fucking, like they always have been, from the heart. I write them from the heart. I film them from the heart. I write them. I don't fucking write anything. I film them from the heart. I post up what I like. I post up what I feel like everybody else is thinking around me and not saying. That's another big thing, which I think is something about. But I'll always be true to me, who I am, what I'm about, and what I do. Like, you'll never see me go, well, if Jimmy Fallon's doing well, I'm going to build a desk over here. I'm going to have a talk show. I'm going to invite guests over, and I'm going to make my own fucking talk show because I want to replicate that, because I want to have views, and I want to get... No, I just keep doing my thing until it gets to the point where I no longer enjoy it, and I feel like there's more information I can put out. There's nothing worth me doing anymore. At that point, I think it would be time to walk away, but at this point, I'm still enjoying myself. I still have hot topics that come up every day that fire me the fuck up, that you guys watch. And I appreciate you guys watching. I thank you guys for supporting me from 2012 to now. It's been 6 years. And it's just got better and better. And the opportunities that have come up because of YouTube, I cannot thank YouTube enough for that. I can't thank them enough for giving us the platform that we have to be able to do what we do. But as they say, all good things come to an end. And those days of YouTube just popping for all of us have ended. They've been gone for a while. I think that, you know, nobody's really afraid to admit it. Everybody's talking about it, whether it be Bradley Martin or Christian Guzman or someone. If you ask a YouTuber who has been on here for a while, who's, you know, has a decent following or whatever, ask them. Ask them, hey, do you think this is going on? And see what they say, because we're all frustrated with it. And really, at this point, there's nothing we can do. So hopefully you guys continue to enjoy these, and we'll keep making them. BiosecTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biosectraining.com is a blog, so we love doing it. Bicep, and we are out.